person who was there, who was been by your side from the beginning, was Cli-N-Tel.
Yes, sir.
Future mayor of California City, quite possibly.
Man.
Shout out to him, man. Talk to us about how Cli-N-Tel came into the fold and any good Cli-N-Tel stories.
Cli-N-Tel won a rap contest I gave at Eve After Dark. I had a $100 contest, and Cli-N-Tel got in there and rocked the house, man. He, like he said, he did drop the first time we ever really experienced crowd participation from a rapper. He lit it up, and I put him to the side. Hey, what you got going on Monday? Trying to make this record? You down? He said, yeah, let's do it. He was always around me most of the time. He's always been a quiet, methodical kind of guy. He's never been buck wild. We were out doing dumb shit. He was always gone. He was never around. He probably had no. Well, appointment at the bus trip back home from Sacramento. I think he might have a little dirt on him after all, but that was back in the day. I had a manager. She had two sisters, and the manager liked me, but I wasn't feeling her at all. And that's the one that told them guys, I got $300,000, but I really got 300 for licensing a song to Dance Fever. And she told him I had $300,000. I bought a bunch of property in Compton and then get him that cut. And then told them that they, don't worry, I'm gonna sue him for y'all. Y'all give me some money. They all pitched in, gave her some money, and she left, went back home, and never saw him again. Took their money and ran off. But yeah, that we got stories too. Yeah.
Cli-N-Tel, man. What was his role in the group?
Cli-N-Tel was the lead rapper. He was the lead rapper, one of the writers. He did a lot of stuff. He DJ from time to time. I got video of him DJing. We all took turns DJing. I never DJed in the shows, but I would the club thing was more my thing.
There was some great footage, by the way, especially if you guys doing a show, you, Dre, and Michel'le, you in the back, just hopping around, going back and forth, hyping up the crowd. And there's a big old security guard in the front, pointing at people. Who was that?
Man, we was playing Sacramento, and they had a club. It was half teen, half adult, and it had a wall down the middle of it. The guy was standing on the wall when you saw him. And sometimes the teens would get out of hand, and Superman had to pop his ass up middle of the show. He, when you're out there on the road, you probably see him in regular everyday life. These folks would think because they got a guard card, they some kind of superhero or some shit.
Oh man,
he was one of them dudes. Okay, I'm Superman. Get out of the way. I got a flashlight and I'll kick your ass. One of them type of cats. And that's what he was doing. He was just flexing because he could. Yeah, he flexing on the kids. You see, he was on the kid side. He wasn't on the adult side. He was on the kid side.
Someone you've mentioned in the past also, but she was brought up in this documentary as well. I don't think you referred to her as this, but your fairy godmother, she was very important during your time.
That was my girl. I still call her my girl right now. We still close. I still talk to her, man. I don't forget people. When people have been a part of my life, I stay in contact with them, man. I check on them. I take her out for lunch on her birthday because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't do this stuff, man. I wouldn't be in a position to do what I'm doing, man, because she believed in me when I was a little nervous my damn self. Okay. And Jeannie Military, I call her my fairy godmother because at that time, that's what she was, as far as I was concerned. And like I said in the movie, we never crossed that line. As fine as she was, we never crossed that line. I crashed at her house on the floor many a day, slept on the couch for 8, never crossed that line. But I learned, she's the one that taught me a long time ago that you don't cross that line. Okay?
Don't shit where you eat.
Don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, that's very important, kids. That's very, very important.
At 22, shit, this brain wasn't doing no thinking. I was thinking with the other head. Go ahead. That head, big head wasn't doing no. That motherfucker fine was built. Shit, drove a Corvette. Come on, man. I need.
Yeah, man. And you made it through the age generation, Lonzo. I mean, whew, that must have been scary putting your penis and stuff after watching a 1 hour AIDS documentary and the news scaring everybody. 84. Take me back to that time, dog. How did I was scared back in 92, and this was 8 years after.
84 was a crazy ass year, man, because Eve was cracking big time in 84. We was still hot as fish grease. They was talking about AIDS like it was a new pandemic. Technically it was. And because I grew up in the 70s. I'm a 70s baby. So in the 70s, I'm 16, 17 years old, and we went to the drive-in because we couldn't afford no motels. Okay, we was in the drive-in smashing. Okay, my buddy in the front seat. We had back then. You had them cars with them big ass bench bucket seats, and you put that armrest down the middle. I mean, put the armrest up in the middle. You got a twin size bed. You got a twin size bed, baby. You can damn near lay flat across that something gun. Your feet would not touch the damn door handles. Okay, no bullshit. Okay, probably had a deuce and a quarter, man. A deuce and a quarter. Shit, yeah. Out the front of that something gun was like a 1-bedroom apartment, and we just, it was a different time, dude. And I've been very blessed. I'm gonna knock on some wood. I never got burnt on none of that shit. None of that hot. Never got toasted. Never got toasted. I was not that fond of condoms back in the day. Tell you the truth. I got kids, but I never got burnt.
All right, let's go back to a little bit before you even came around. Who were some of the Black artists that came before you that understood the importance of ownership, owning your own label, owning your own masters, your own music?
James Brown. Older brother got killed in the hotel. Damn. They hated his ass. He was
Otis.
What Otis Redding? It was Otis Redding. Mother Otis Redding.
Keep going. I'll look it up.
He got killed in a motel right here off of 91st and Figueroa. Might have been Otis Redding. It was Otis Redding. Yeah. No, Otis Redding died in the car in a plane crash. It was another brother. Damn it.
Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke. There you go. Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke was trying to tell everybody to own your stuff. And that's how he got stabbed. That's how he got shot by a 4-foot lady. Shot him with his pants off in the hotel lobby or some shit like that. Some old crazy shit. But James Brown was always talking ownership. He's always talking ownership. Before then, I never knew very much, but Swamp Dogg taught me. Swamp Dogg was probably my biggest influence